Welcome back to the F3 AI World Championship. Here for Race 7, the German Grand Prix here at the Hockenheim. Qualifying currently underway. First car out on track, Septi Lejour. Points leader coming into this race. We're taking the more recent layout of this track, the newer one. Not the one used from the early 2000s. Septi Lejour almost goes a little wide there and almost went off track. It's got a pretty big gap to any cars in front, but some are coming out of the pit road, so you may have to deal with them very soon. Other cars on the track a bit closer together. This is, I believe that is the 98 of Nikocado Avocado and the 41 of Monica Leber. Septi Lejour currently on his qualifying lap. No cars in front until you get to the 29, so a pretty clear track, a nice chance to get a good fast lap. Currently, fastest in the first sector. You see the three cars behind him on the bottom of the screen. Already about halfway through qualifying. A double pink for Septi Lejour, so it's looking to be a good lap from the 21. As he goes wide, locks it up, and that's definitely going to slow him down a bit. As now John G. the third takes a pink, so Septi Lejour lap time to beat a 1:37.8. But we saw John G. the third currently on a good lap, and then Bing Shiling just up the road. John G. the third 2/10 off of Septi Lejour's time and will sit in second place. Bing Shiling in third, about 8/10 off the 21's time. Septi Lejour's teammate, Xander S. Lejour, currently out there. And then Chris Pettigrew, second in the championship, comes across the line, currently goes fifth, about 4 seconds back. The 41 of Monica Leber has a pink in the third sector, but it's only good enough to put him in fifth place. As Moisicle Leber had a pink, but he only goes fifth. So far, Septi Lejour only car below a 1:38. Virgin Fan moves into third place. Haven't really seen him do a lot this season, so if he can start up near the front, that'd be really good for him. The 21, Septi Lejour, going fast. Mason Paisley goes second. Septi Lejour goes even faster. A 1:36.5. That is a very strong lap. That puts him a second and 3/10 up on the 29, who I said moved into second. 12 of Bing Shiling moves into first with a 1:36.4 as John G. the third moves into second with a 1:36.5. So that pushes Septier-Leger down to third place, but 20 of May Fox had a good qualifying fourth sector, a 1:37.4, about a second off first place. As Chad Enjoyer now moves into third. And Chris Pettigrew makes it a 1-2 for the team with a 1:35.9, and now Monica Leper goes first, only to be beaten by Spring Roll with a 1:35.7. About 14 hundredths faster, as the 69 of David Ovalois has a pink in the second sector. Where's this time gonna put him? Virgin Fan moves into fourth place. September Cyrus moves into ninth. David Ovalois, it's gonna be close, just barely on top. So David Ovalois is currently on pole. Big Fatty moved into fourth. The 12 of Bing Shaling going faster. Septier-Leger is pulled into pit lane, so I think he may be done. As no, Bing Shaling's pulling into pit road. Wouldn't be able to make it around for another lap. Chris Pettigrew has a pink, but will they pull in? Because a lot of cars are pulling into pit road. And then you also see the 9 of Roblox time in 14th. Seems like Chris Pettigrew did come into the pits. Roblox time. It's going to be first place with a 1:35.3. And then you see pretty far down, Phil Slow goes first by 9 thousandths with a 1:35.3. Just barely ahead of Roblox time. A very strong lap there. Everyone has set a lap except for a 15 of Nico Cat, who is currently not out on the track, so not going to set a lap. Mason Paisley has a pink. But no, he comes in. He is done. So it looks like Phil Slow is going to be your pole sitter, unless any of the cars in front of him can beat him. Roblox time is going faster, actually, so... Oh, but a big lockup, that's definitely going to make him lose some time. Gotta be pushing. Yellow in the second sector, so this could be very close. Roblox time is pulling into pit road. He is done. Looks like it is a success from Phil Slow. He will be on pole for the German Grand Prix. A very strong showing for the number 7, as he'll be out front leading the field for the race. Currently waiting for Septier-Leger to finish his lap. As there we go, he is done. So now let's take a look at your starting grid. Phil Slow on pole by 9 thousandths over the 9 of Roblox time. A very good qualifying effort there. David Ovalois in third place. We haven't really seen much of him this season. And then Springroll in fourth. David Ovalois 20th in points. We'll look at that later. Monica Leper, Big Fatty in row 5. Row 6 is Chris Pettigrew and Virgin Fan. Row 5. I don't know if I said row 7 before. I probably did. Spencer Alfredo and Bing Shaling. Row 6. John G. the third and Chad Enjoyer. What the fuck? Row 7. Septile Jour and September Cyrus. Septile Jour was points leader coming into this race. Row 8 is Mason Paisley and Moisicle Leber. Row 9 is May Fox and Nikocado Avocado. Row 10, Egg Roll and Xander S. Lejour. And then row 6 is Thanos Cat and their teammate, Nico Cat. So, rough day in qualifying for that team. So now let's take a look at your race info. That's not the race info. 2.81 mile track configuration we're using. 66 degrees weather, so it's pretty cold today. Well, not pretty cold, it's actually pretty mild. And then partly cloudy, and also a little bit windy. 16 total turns, 6 left-handed turns, and 10 right-handed turns. And it is a clockwise circuit. As now, let's take a look at your point standings coming into this race. So, Septile Jour moves up 9 spots in points after finishing second. It is a very close championship as of now. Followed by Chris Pettigrew, Thanos Cat, Moisicle Lever, Spencer Alfredo, Roblox Time, Spring Roll, Bing Shilling, Monocle Lever, Chad Enjoyer, Xander S. Lejour, Phil Slow, Mason Paisley, Egg Roll, September Cyrus, Nikocado Avocado, Big Fatty, John G. the third, and then we go back here. We May Fox 19th, 20th David Ovalois. We just talked about how he is not having that great of a season, only 1 point. And then row 11, sorry, not row 11. And Nico Cat Virgin Fan still pointless. Virgin Fan in 8th in qualifying. So could today be the day? Team standings. The Wet Butter Cakes still dominating up at the top, over 20 points on Among Us, Chungus Racing, and the Rolling Racers. That's Seps Lasers, Equiptimonical, the Magenta Trees, Balance Racing, Fan and Enjoyer, the Pink Unicorns, Maze Auto Racing, and then Niche Motorcraft. So now we get ready to go racing. About a minute till lights out. A pick before the race, I'm gonna go with, I think the 9. It's gonna be strong, but I think Phil Slow should be most worried about that 33 starting in 4th. Got taken out by a lapped car last race, and I don't think he's gonna let that happen this race, so I think he's gonna be very strong today. Engines fired, getting ready to go. And lights out, and away we go. Phil Slow gets a good jump, but was it good enough? We see the 9 of Roblox Time already on the inside. Phil Slow's got to try and go around the outside, but he pushes wide. David Ovalois moves up into 2nd. And now Spring Roll trying to move into 3rd. Phil Slow, an absolutely horrid start, as he just was not fast through those first couple turns. Roblox Time, a big jump already. And a solid start we see here in the back. We see the 41 just about ran into the back of the 69, but moved up a lot of spots. Phil Slow down 7 spots, side by side. And now the 41 drops back a little bit, gets passed by Big Fatty, who's up 3 spots since the start. So now Big Fatty trying to get by David Ovalois for second Roblox time. 3.5 seconds up the road. And a big lock up there. Side by side, as we have a crash right back here. A lot of cars stacked up. And let's look back and see what happened. That is a lot of cars. So it seems like it had started with the the 12, I believe. Locked up, and then, oh, it just got ran into the back by, I believe that is the 66 of Chad and Joyer, and that took out a bunch of cars. And let's go back live, as we have many cars out of the race after that incident. That was completely unexpected, and it was a large dive bomb that did not go well. David Ovaloa sets the fastest lap. And they shoot wide out here. Big lockups. Pretty much everywhere. And Spring Roll you see just up there in 4th, and then teammates. Phil Slow and Spencer Alfredo side by side. And you see the 7 of Phil Slow. Shot around the outside, but did not work. Spring Roll holds on. And Virgin Fan has crashed. Got pushed back to 16th. Actually, no, he got going. But David Ovalois is now there, with Big Fatty not too far back. I think Ovalois is there. Just trying to shoot around the outside. It's close. About side by side. And it seems there's another crash at the hairpin as Ovalois gets by and locks up. Look at Roblox time. Over under and stays ahead. Let's look back. Something had happened back here. So we see. Oh no, he just locked up. But what happened to the 33? Was it separate? Oh, the 33 just went wide and then couldn't rejoin the track. So a lot just happened. Big Fatty now right behind Ovalois. Ovalois now a second and a half back as Roblox time sets a fast lap. Actually, no. Big Fatty takes it back. So some excellent racing going on. Now look at this. Trying to size up a pass. Goes wide. And now they're going to be pretty close going down towards the hairpin. Will Ovalois be able to fight back? This has been an excellent race so far. Here they go. About side by side, and look at Ovalois. Oh, and they make contact. And Moisicle Ever has had an incident, but he is in 22nd. He has looped it around in turn 1. Oh, he's battling with 15. 15 locked up, and then they just hit each other. So he's going pretty awful for him. Big Fatty still right behind Ovalois as they continue to battle. A lot is happening on the track. Some excellent racing throughout the field. But right now the battle for second continues on. And here we go, down into turn 1. Not able to do it, but I think... Ooh, Ovalois almost went wide. Spencer Alfredo now sets the fastest lap with a 1:33.4. And now look, Big Fatty just ahead, but the 77 almost runs into the back of the 99. As here we go, down towards the hairpin. Spencer Alfredo won last week. Is trying to get back onto the podium once again. Roblox time, 7 seconds up the road, just like that. Spencer Alfredo gets by Ovalois, pushes him down to 4th. And then you see the 20 has arrived on the scene as May Fox. And we have another, you see the 67 way in the back at the hairpin has gone off. And then the 33 has also gone off but continued on. 99 being chased by the 77, while the 20 is now on the back of the 69 of David Ovalois. Roblox time sets the fastest lap now with a 1:33.3. And now, about side by side. '20 almost got the pass completed. It's pretty close. Ovalois had a lot of speed earlier, but now it just seems to have gone away. And now look at the 20. And then you see up ahead, Spencer Alfredo has nearly gotten by the 99. And look, he tries to go to the outside, and Big Fatty completely just almost flips over on the curbs. But now Spencer Alfredo into second. And then you see in the back the 69 and the 20 battling for fourth place. And David Ovalois has gone off track and into the tires. Once again, another heartbreak for the team looking for a good result. And just one of their drivers messes it up. David Ovalois now out of the race. Another blow to Nij Motorcraft, who is doing so good again. And it just all goes wrong. But now look at Big Fatty trying to pass the 77 back. And while they're battling, Roblox time is completely disappeared. 11 seconds up the road. Almost 11 and a half now. And Big Fatty has gotten ahead back into second, but I don't think Spencer Alfredo is done yet. And then you see May Fox trying to hold off Thanos Cat back here, who I believe is third in points, and started way back in 21st, up 16 spots since the start, and is looking for a good day. '77 of Spencer Alfredo still on the back of the 99. And then you see the 42 on the back of the 20. Thanos Cat trying to look around the outside, tried taking a peek. Wasn't able to do so. So now, Spencer Alfredo about a second back from Big Fatty now. So the pressure is a little bit off the 99, but once again, they get back together just after the hairpin. Definitely a make or break area on the track. Spencer Alfredo just seems to be a little bit faster over here, as May Fox has gone way off and rejoins the track in 7th place. Lost a lot of positions there. Luckily didn't lose all of them. Big Fatty and Spencer Alfredo battling once again, and Thanos Cat has gone off and into the tires. Another car just probably did the same thing and has now gone off. So Thanos Cat now out of the race, out of the points. And his teammate, the 15, has crashed. Or at least that's what it said. He just went off. '98 of Nikocado Avocado trying to do good things for the team. Trying to get around Xander S. Lejour. As they go down towards the hairpin. Who's going to be ahead? And it seems like the 56 just outbroke the 98. So now they fall back in line. And then you see back here some side-by-side. Actually, a lot of side-by-side. A lot of cars just duking it out. Whoa! The 12 Bing Shilling broke very late. And then you see Mason Paisley hunting down Chris Pettigrew. As the 98 of Nikocado Avocado has gone off track, but luckily rejoins. Roblox time, 13 seconds up the road from a 99. Just getting absolutely defeated. Now the 68 has gone off, or just about gone off. And you see a big chain of cars right here. You see the 12 looking to the inside. Mason Paisley just stays ahead in 8th place. This is the battle just inside the points. And a big lockup from the 19 of Chris Pettigrew will get them shuffled back. Mason Paisley into 7th, and then the 12 and the 19 teammates side by side. And the 19 falls back to 9th and almost got passed by Monica Leber, as the 56 has now closed in on the 77. Battling for 3rd place here. 15 seconds is the gap between 1st and 2nd. So we're already near the end of this race. This race has gone by very quickly. And a big lockup from the 77. This should give the 56 a good opportunity to overtake. Then you see the 20 of May Fox watching in the back just in case something goes wrong. A pretty good pass from the 56 of Xander S. Lejour. He moves into the podium places. And now we charge down into the hairpin, where a lot of things can happen. You see the 20 looking to make it 3 wide, as May Fox just moves into 4th place ahead of Spencer Alfredo. And Roblox time has gone off track. And that car looks a little broken. What happened here? No, it was just a lockup, sent him way wide and into the gravel. Didn't lose too much time. The 4 of John G. III apparently is... Whoa! That is not what I thought I was going to see. So it looks like some contact with the 7 of Phil Slow sent him around and he just flipped over. A very awkward crash, as now Roblox time has entered the pit lane. Big Fatty also enters pit road. We're going to see if anyone tries to go a little bit longer. May Fox, Spencer Alfredo, they all come in. Roblox time. We're going to see what his pit stop time is. Eggroll actually stayed out, trying to get ahead of some of these guys. Gonna have to see if that works. So a 7.9, and Xander S. Lejour is already out. Big Fatty seems to have had a very slow pit, 16.8. That is a lot of time that was lost. Seems like Spencer Alfredo also had a slow pit stop. A 29.5 for Bing Shilling. They've had some awful luck on pit stops. That is a 30-second pit stop. Maybe for repairs, actually. That would make the most sense. Eggroll in second, just about a second behind, but that is a lapped car, or not really lapped car, just needs to pit still. The 88, though, is on an excellent lap right now, and there goes the 9. Locks up, goes, well, almost goes off track. As now he will come in. We're going to have to see where he comes out. And now we see Chris Pettigrew and Spencer Alfredo battling for position. So Eggroll, big advantage for pitting later, moves into 3rd place, I believe. That is actually really amazing. May have just had a really good pit stop, but he moves into 3rd place now. But he has the 20 just coming up the road and catching. And it seems Spencer Alfredo has had a problem. Just went wide and lost a lot of cars went wide. Whoa! And a big impact there. Monica Lever flying through the air. So they're just rejoining the track and just big impact. And that's definitely going to hurt their race. As now the 41 is basically out of it. So I guess you could say that was most definitely unexpected. I didn't expect to see a car fly right there. Spencer Alfredo still continuing on in 10th place, just within the points. As May Fox battling to get onto their first podium. 88 pitted later. Let's take a look at your fastest pit times. 6.8. As it seems there has been another crash. Nikocado Avocado has gone off. And Moisicle Lever, but we don't really care. Let's go back up here. As we see the 20 just blows by the 88 in turn 1. So fastest pit stop looked to be a 6.8 from Spring Roll. And now look at Big Fatty going around Egg Roll. Slowest pit stop, some of them, like Bing Shaling has a 30-second pit stop. Not sure what happened there. As now the 29 of Mason Paisley trying to work around Egg Roll. And May Fox absolutely slow through the hairpin as Egg Roll moves back up into 4th. And now the 20 and the 88 going to go side by side. Who's going to back off? It looks like it's going to be the 88. But the 88's not done yet. They just kind of jumbled up in the hairpin. '20 just gets ahead. You see Mason Paisley right on the back of Big Fatty here. As they're battling, Spring Roll has gone off track now. And into the tires. Same exact spot as we've seen before, as that was very close. That was the 12 of Bing Shaling. Almost completely ran into him. Bing Shaling out of the points currently. There's a 29 of Mason Paisley trying to get by Big Fatty through the kink. There we go. Among Us Chungus Racing currently in a good spot to earn some really good points. 1st and 5th on track. And Roblox time has gone off again. Same spot as we saw earlier. still a 15-second lead. Just pretty much invincible unless he does a really big mess up. The 29 and the 99 still battling. And a big lockup from Mason Paisley once again. Currently biggest mover Xander Restlejour up 18 spots. As Bing Schilling has gone off again apparently. Xander Restlejour up 18 spots. About 10.5 seconds back from Roblox time now. Currently in a good position if the 9 goes off track again and like actually crashes this time. And then May Fox looking for their first podium, only has 2 points this season. So hoping to score some more today. As Spencer Alfredo has gone off again in the same turn where we saw the 40 fly through the air. It was actually back out on track, only 2 laps down in 17th place. And Nikocado Avocado has now gone wide, very wide. 10th currently, so as of now, earning points has a 10-11 second gap from between him and the car behind him, so on a good track for now. Not really a lot of close battles going on. However, the 56 just turned the fastest lap of the race, so that is a point being taken away from Roblox time. Most definitely would help his teammate, as his teammate's in a big battle for the championship right now. So probably next time by will be the white flag. So about 17 cars still classified as really in the race. Now there are some other cars out on track, as F3WC has gone wide. So here we go, coming to the white flag, and the 56 has gone way off. Rejoins the track, everything's fine. Roblox time just has done excellent today. Led I think every single lap, and is just continuing to lead. 13 seconds now to the car behind. Xander Restlejour was closing in the gap, but now looks like that's not going to happen. And then May Fox still trying to hold on to first podium with the 88 right behind. Roblox time coming up to the podium, coming up to the hairpin one final time. Makes it through cleanly. Really only has a couple more danger spots. This is a spot coming up where Roblox time has had some issues with throughout this race. One of his few problem areas. Gets through it nicely as Eggroll has gone wide, trying to pass the 20. What has happened here? Oh, just locked up. And just completely misses that. Now drops down to 8th, and I think his car has stalled. Roblox time perfectly through the final turn. And it will be a win for Roblox time today as he comes across the line and we have a crash in the back. The 67 upside down and, well, not the 67, but that is 3 cars, I think, that have flipped. Oh, there goes the 66 of Chad Joyer and then flipping off September Cyrus again. That is the 12 of Bing Shiling. So, a wild end for those drivers. Xander S. Lejour will finish on the podium, as well as May Fox, first podium of the season. But just a solid day and very much a lot of chaos. I bet the 67 is going to be seeing flying cars in their dreams and just trying to nurse a car home. So, a brilliant day for the 9. Made a good pass early on. Xander S. Lejour up 18 spots since the start of the race. Started all the way back in 20th. And has just done everything they needed to do. And it all goes well in the end. So now let's take a look at your results of the German Grand Prix. Roblox time, 16-second lead on Xander S. Lejour. Roblox time was starting to fall down a little bit in the points, but luckily we'll be right back in them. Xander S. Lejour, May Fox, and then Mason Paisley will do a good day for that team, finishing first and fourth. Big Fatty will finish fifth. Phil Slow wasn't the day they really wanted. They'll finish sixth. Then it's Chris Pettigrew in seventh. Spencer Alfredo 8th. Nikocado Avocado 9th. Egg Roll after that lockup fell all the way down to 10th. 11th Virgin Fan, last car on the lead lap, almost scored their first points of the season. And then it is Bing Shilling, Septi Lejour, September Cyrus, Chad Enjoyer, Nico Cat, Moisicle Ever, and then it's everyone. It's just the wall of shame. Thanos Cat, Spring Roll, bad day for them. I think that's their third retirement of the season. Monocle Ever, and then David Ovalois and John G. the third not making their team boss proud today. So that is it here from the Hockenheim. Next up is to be determined, as there are some new tracks being added to AI and they may be slotted right in front of the next couple races. If I keep the current schedule, I think next up will be the Red Bull Ring, but I may add in Montreal ahead, so it'll probably be one of them. And I guess I will see you all next time. Goodbye.